very good morning, all my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. In general, I am a people-friendly person. I give relationships top priority. For example, if Trisha comes up to me and says, party tonight, elements 9 o'clock, to which I would say, make that 8. I'll clear all my schedules for elements. Oh, I'm so sorry, Trisha. Relationships, top priority. Same scenario, I'm in my room. The air conditioner is at 23 degrees. My wife walks in. She tells me, make that 27. And with all my negotiation skills, I somehow persuade her for 26.5 degrees. See, I could do it better, but I chose not to. The relationship with your own life is more important than the temperature on your air conditioner. These were real life examples of adaptive negotiation strategies, where you give more importance to the relationships at hand rather the deal itself. And I believe this is my core style. There are other styles as well which I personally use and prefer to use. Let me give you one more example. Couple of years back, say 10 to 12 years, it was a bright sunny day, just like today. I was in my store and a beautiful girl in her early 20s walked in my store. And obviously, I dealt with her. She shopped luxuriously and I provided the maximum discount that I could. But she, being the customer, insisted for more, to which I refused politely numerous times. I was at the billing counter, writing her the bill. She swiftly came up to the counter, stood near stealthily, and slowly grabbed my hand and said softly, "Kuch kam hoga kya?" My heart was pounding with fear. This was a unique situation. I did not know what would be done. I had no reaction. I gently pulled out my hand and apologized to her. I could not help her further in this regard. But keeping a very rigid face, I had to protect the store values and had to keep the client. I sternly made the bill and gave it out to my staff for collection. I started minding my own business and the customer paid and she walked out. This is a real life example of competitive style of negotiation where you either win or you either lose. And being a businessman, we come across winning or losing all the time. There is one more style of my liking. Quite some time back, I took my bike out for a ride to enjoy the winter breeze. To my surprise, I was stopped by a policeman. In fact, a troop of policemen. The policeman asked, "Where is your helmet?" To which I replied, "Sir, I left my helmet in the store and the store is closed." The policeman said, "Okay, fine, rupees 1000. Second question popped up. "Where is your license?" To which I said, "Sir, same answer. My store is closed and I left all my paperwork in the store." The policeman said, "Very good. Fine, rupees 500. He further asked another question. "Where is your pollution certificate?" I was about to speak something and he interrupted and said, "Okay, there is no number plate. So no question of pollution certificate." This time I nodded in acceptance. The policeman happily said, "All right, your total fine amount comes to 4,500 rupees. I was taken aback. I tried to present all kinds of lies that I knew. This was the first time I have offended the law. I have no intention of doing it again. I'll never do this kind of things in future. Blah, blah, blah. But nothing that the policeman has never heard before. In the meanwhile, another gentle policeman joined the conversation. Now we had a brainstorming session, and after a group activity, we arrived as a solution. And the solution was, we strike the deal with 500 rupees. I paid the amount and rode away. This is a classic example of collaborative style of negotiation, where the interest of all the parties is taken into account. It might take some time, but it is always effective. See, what happens is we communicate all the time. We negotiate more than we even understand it we are doing. Just like you might negotiate with your father, you might negotiate with your mother, you might be negotiating with your wife. Oh, I'm so sorry, that is more of an argument, but whatsoever. You learn all the time when you practice. Just like one key does not fit all the locks, one particular style does not fit all the situations. We learn, we grow as we practice more of negotiation. This is a skill to be developed. Thank you so very much, my dear Toastmasters.